Hey, YouTube believers. Chris Mack coming at you with Marvel Comics Presents issue 82. We have 2 more issues to go. And as we've seen, the powder keg has exploded. Windsor-Smith has done a great job building this up. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see where we are at. So first and foremost, as we've said, Chapter 10. As Logan stalks the professor, the terrified professor tries in vain to contact his mysterious project leader. Story and art, Barry Windsor-Smith. Letterer, Jim Novak, and Barry Windsor-Smith. And if you guys hear that noise in the background, that is the little one kind of putting his 10 cents in on the book. Ha 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 ha. So, we begin here and Logan is just ready to go off on Cornelius, Hines, and the professor. And they're saying to him, shoot him! And Cornelius says, look, he's lost a lot of blood. He's fading. And the professor kind of has to call back to the obvious here, because that is what's left of our security guards, you fool. Now use the gun while you still have a chance. And so Cornelius hesitates. But the professor is just not having none of that. He goes, do as I command. And so the gun accidentally goes off. And whew, that is an intense panel of just seeing Logan get hit by this automatic rifle. And just whew. And kind of here's a spoiler, so if you guys don't want this to be spoiled, either try to find these single issues or the collected trade. So spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. This sadly costs Cornelius his life. And the way Wolverine just impales him, whew, I mean, just look at the way the action just shoo, and just the sheer veracity of looking at Logan, just uncaring at this point, because he's just a robot at this moment. He's been done in and out all over the place. So Hines and the professor have to run. And they want to go to this fission thing that keeps the adamantium hot, and they want to lure Wolverine there. But I like how here, Windsor using a great parallel. We have the professor saying, after all, what could be more important than the memory of Experiment X? Now check this. Since issue 72, we have not heard any type of dialogue from Logan, except, now see, I know this man. And a memory. A dream. A dream of dying. So I like how Windsor-Smith kind of parallels the 2 dialogues here between the professor and Logan. And then how he says of dying, and how we see Cornelius here. And just this last thing of his sunglasses, or I'm sorry, of his spectacles. And Wolverine running away. Just, that is a real intense scene. Now, again, we see how cold and calculating the professor is, because he's saying, yes, Cornelius gave his life for the Weapon X experiment. Don't you think you should too? And she's like, I don't want to die, sir. And he goes, it's required, madam. And so cold, calculating, and heartless, the professor just throws her into the fission pit. And just looking at how the panels of how she falls, that could not have felt good. And then we get a panel of Logan just ominously standing over Hines. And that is just pure terror and agony, because you're wondering what's going to happen to Hines. Well, if you want to know more and you want to know the full story, like I said, I don't go through all the other stories in this book, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and at this point all we want to look at and explore is Wolverine's backstory and how Windsor-Smith just came up with it back in the 90s. And I love that up until then no one knew who Logan was, and that's what I'm thoroughly enjoying about this series. So this was kind of a short review, guys. I didn't want to go through all the things that kind of happened, and see how the little one's saying that he enjoyed it too. But yeah, if you want to know what really happens and read it all the way through, please support your local comic shop and pick up this series. It is definitely something you want to have in your collection. Either if you can luckily find the individual issues, or if you can find a collected trade, because the collected trades are getting harder and harder as well. So with all that said, if you guys have enjoyed this review, we definitely appreciate if you take a moment to hit like, share, and subscribe, or if you won't mind hitting that fancy little Weapon X bell next to subscribe. That way, as we continue to upload content, you guys will get notified. You can come to the channel, and we'd love to have a dialogue with y'all down in the comments below or on our social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description below. So again, thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out this little quick review, and I hope y'all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading. And as the little one just said, happy hunting, true believers.